Hello, folks. What's Ivanov here? We're here to discuss how to start trucking, the trucking industry, the school system, and everything like that. Okay, we decided to go for truck driver, and you gotta consider your options first. Your family status, very important. Are you single? Are you married? Do you have a fiance? Trucking, it will take you off the road. So you'll be gone for average 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time, and we'll be home probably a week. So that's on average, and that's the startup. And unless you become a owner operator or fleet owner, that's later. So consider your family status, and then of course we're here to check about your school. Truck driving school is a very important decision. Of course, you can go on Google and bring a list on the schools here. We're going to talk about the situation in Connecticut, United States. Take a couple of schools here. And first, let's talk about the price. The price of the school is starting at $10,000, and that's for a period of 6 months. Now, there are short courses available. Um, I was in one that was 8 weeks, and it costs about 4,000 and 4,600. Includes 2 weeks of a classroom that you prepare for your test, um, and then the rest was driving maneuvers and driving and highways, and so after eight weeks, I successfully graduated. So you gotta also look at your schedule. Schools usually start from 7 to 12. That's the first shift. Then start to 1 to 5, second shift, and they have 6 to 10. So you got to prepare yourself for that kind of schedule that works with your job, because during this 2 months or um, 6 months, you have to be able to make some money, and you get ready for to meet your expenses while at the school. So that's the situation here in Connecticut. Different states may have different schedules, but that's what we have here, and it's Monday to Friday, non-stop. Sometimes they have Saturday. So what I end up doing, I went in the morning, 7 to 12, and have watched little lunch, and then sometimes I stayed. When the next class has less participant, they allowed me to stay a little bit extra, and so I can run faster as being a short courser. So these are the options. Some of the schools allow for federal help, so even the shocking sticker of $10,000, you might be eligible for federal help. Just see the school advisor; they'll let you know what you can do about it. Selecting a school, and now another thing you have to consider: are you gonna work for yourself, or of course you're gonna start as a company driver? Company driver, you're gonna find major companies. There are a lot of them. You just go to a couple of websites available down there, and you can research each of them, whatever fit your schedule, whatever fit your area that are you in, and whatever state you located. So that's what we're going to discuss later on that channel. And now we're on the school. So the school it was about 8 weeks, and on the second week I was ready, and I went to DMV and took the exam to get your Connecticut instruction permit. Without it, you cannot drive the tractor trailer, even though as a student. So you got to obtain that. So the road there is: you go to the school, you get registered, and then in 2 weeks you're prepared with the questions. There are about 100 questions, including air brake test, general knowledge, and combination vehicles. So these are the three parts and you go over them and practice. You practice, you know the answers. There is no time limit in the test. You gotta get them right. And, they let you have some on general knowledge. You can have like 8 questions wrong. On air brakes in combination because you can have only 2 questions wrong. So it's a computer test. You go on a flat screen monitor in the front of you, and you actually standing on the front of the flat screen. There's no chairs, there's no desk. At least that's how it's done as, and it's a touch screen, and you just press on the answers, and then ask you, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, I'm sure." And in the end, the officer comes to you know. My test was 50 questions altogether, and I missed only one wrong. So I did 49 out of 50. One wrong, I passed. The officer was impressed. Very good score. You fill up your paperwork. Now, to go there, you need a medical form, long form. Um, that's what it looks like, and a small card, medical small card, which you keep in your wallet. Um, then you pay a fee, 60 some odd dollars, and um, that's how you get to the test. So then they give you Connecticut instruction permit. Now with that permit, you can start driving. So once you selected the school, you go to the school, you select in your time frame. Are you going to be there 6 months? Are you going to be there 4 months? I've seen guys, they just come for the driving part, which was month and a half, which is 6 weeks. They had printed the Connecticut professional driving manual online. They have learned it and they have already passed this stuff. So the cost of this was about $2,500. So if you want to save money and you want to do it in short time, that's about 6 weeks. 6 weeks, the shortest course I've known, at least I've known. I mean, different states they have different classes. Massachusetts is a little tougher. New York could be shorter. That's what we have here in Connecticut. So now you got your instruction permit, you got in the school. Usually the school will set you up with an employer. Employer come to the school and the school holds a fair. So we have a job fair. So major carriers will show up there and offer you a job condition, sign a bonus, and things like that. So you gotta choose which one works for you, which benefits works for you. Are you a flatbed driver? Are you driving? Do you want more time home? It's all varies. So there are so many companies there. You can just make a educated choice and contact the school. Has a guy which is professional development and career placing that can place you right there. So that's the starting point. Once you go to the school, you have to be very careful with your attendance. They're gonna check your attendance, check your grades, so make sure you perform. That was all about selecting the school and starting the school. For the next series, we're gonna look what's gonna happen after that. This was Ivanov reporting from the field.